In this video, I'm going to go over the process of making a figure using PowerPoint. To begin, you would just open up PowerPoint, have a new slideshow, and I'm going to show you how to insert images and then to kind of arrange it so that you have a figure. If you have pictures that you have saved on your desktop or in some drive, you could hit Insert, select Pictures, and it will pull up your computer file so that you can select the picture that you want. I'm actually going to just bring some pictures over from another file that I have open on my computer. So I'm going to copy and paste those in here. The best thing to do really is to have like a JPEG image and then to be inserting that JPEG image into your PowerPoint. It's going to give you the best resolution, and if you're doing something where you're printing out a huge poster, that's going to give you just the best image possible for that poster. But we really can work directly with our images in PowerPoint. So we could double click on our images and we could crop it. I highly suggest you guys to make them as clean as possible. Don't just throw in the image straight from what your camera gave you, but just do a little bit of modification here, right? And I could even do some color correction if I wanted to. I could make these all just a little bit brighter. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple of images. I have from a previous student's lab report. They were looking at yeast on the microscope. They were taking images of the yeast, so I'm just kind of putting them in here. So you want to have them cropped similarly. You want to have them about the same size. It's nice in PowerPoint because it's just super easy to modify everything. So I'm just pasting in these different images. I'm just going to crop them all. I want to have a uniform look to it. I don't want to have like one with tons of black empty space and the other ones don't, or I don't want to have different sizes. One thing I could do if I wanted to have the same size is I could select them all. I could select format, and I could come over here. It's next to the crop. I could set, I'm going to have to unlock this lock aspect ratio, but I could set them all to be maybe 2 by 2. See if I like that. Maybe I want them to be a little bit, oh, that looks okay. So I could do that to make sure that they're all about the same size. And then I'm just going to arrange them a little bit tighter. We don't need our images to be ginormous. And the next thing I'm going to do is add some labels. So I can select Insert, Text Box. So in this case, I might say this type of yeast was Y55. I'm going to be, let me make this just a little bit bigger. Put it a little bit closer. PowerPoint's nice because it arranges everything already for you in the middle. It didn't used to do that, and now it does. It's fantastic. So these are just two different types of yeast that the student was looking at. I might go ahead and bring some more pictures over here so I can complete my table here. So you want to do the best that you can to really just arrange them in the best way possible that makes the most sense. It's going to be clear, concise, and the goal here is really to take the burden off of the reader of your lab report or your paper. You want them to see your image and just kind of immediately know what's going on. And so it takes a little bit of effort to do that. You just, what do you want to see when you see an image? Do you want to see just blank figures without any labels? Or, I mean, it really helps if you can have all the correct labels and have them organized in a way that just really makes sense. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make these all the same size as well. And we'll do a 2 by 2. If my images were a little bit crooked, I could use this arrow here to kind of turn them around and make them straight. I feel like my format didn't quite fix what I wanted it to do. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to arrange them. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I have it kind of nice and organized here. I'm going to add a few more labels. So on the left, I put the different strains on the top. I might put day 0. Maybe they're different time points. It's obviously going to vary depending on what you are doing, but have some sort of way to kind of organize your information. Okay, so there we go. So just a nice, easy way for me to organize my image. I can bring in lots of images in here. I can give them all labels. I can straighten everything very nicely. What you can do is you can select the whole area. I can group it so that when I move it, it all goes together. I can right click and I can hit save as a picture. And I'll just say practice image 1. And I'm just going to say okay. And so once I have that there, then I'm ready to go into my Word document and start working with it from there. From our PowerPoint, we want to then go open a Word document and insert our image. So I've already done that here. You can go to Insert at the top, select Pictures, insert your image from your files. I'm going to go show you a trick that I use when I'm doing my lab reports. I insert a table. Of course, it's going to give me trouble here. Oh, probably